What you guys, got another product review. This is the Azulle Byte3 mini desktop PC. Now if you're into small form factor computers, then this could be the one for you. This is a brand new model that's just been released by Azulle, and we're going to take a look at it in this video and do some benchmarks and stuff like that. First off, let's just have a look at some of the specs. This has a quad-core Intel Apollo Lake N3450 CPU in there. We also have 4 GB of RAM on this one, which is the LPDDR3 RAM. We have 32 GB of storage. The M.2 also SATA slot on there for extra storage if you want to use that. You can also use external drives as well if you wish. Also 4K at 60 frames per second resolution on this particular box, which makes it a very powerful computer really. So let's take a look inside and have a look at the actual computer itself. As you can see, it comes very well packed. It does come with 1 year warranty. Okay, so we've got everything inside the box here on the table, and as you can see here, we have some informational pamphlets here, or leaflets, and this is your "Are you happy with your purchase?" Probably a warranty card or something like that. Yes, it's how to connect up to them. You've got their times, what they're open, and also their customer service number, technical support and stuff like that with this card here, which is very nice to have. Also, we've got IP Vanish. You can get up to 73% off by using this IP Vanish card. That comes in the kit as well. And we also have the quick start guide, and this is to get you up and running with your Byte3 Fanless mini desktop PC. So it's going to be completely silent and fanless, which is really awesome for those people that want to set this up as a media server, or maybe a TV box or something like that, or just use it as a general computer. You can play games on this as well, and we're going to be doing all that in this video a little bit later on. Now this is nicely laid out, as you can see here. Got colour pictures and also English text. You've got the full specs here of the actual unit, which we'll go through a little bit later on as well, and it's just a quick setup guide, really easy to do. And we're going to take a look at that a little bit later. So let's move them out of the way. Now we also have a 2-pin prong plug here. This is if in case you're in Europe or across the pond in America. We live in the UK here, so we'll be using a 3-pin plug. Also we have a power adapter here, and as you can see, we just have to push this button here. This will slot this off, and you can see we have our slider here. Now obviously this is an American company, I think, and this is where this has to go in. So I'm going to have to use an adapter for this, which is no big deal for me. So I'm just going to slot this into place. I think it goes like this, and I'll just slot that down like so. And there we have the actual power connector. So I'll just use an adapter for this, and I'll change this up. So you can see we have the adapter to plug into the actual device to get power to it. And we also have a remote control, and it's a good quality remote control as well. You can see and it's got some weight to it as well. So this is nice, good quality remote control. Looks a little bit like a Amazon Fire TV box remote control or something like that. Looks quite nice. I do like the look of it. And you've got all your function buttons on here, which you're going to need. Let me just pull this out here. Also, we have some thermal pads here and some screws, and also we have the auto run jumper inside there as well, and this will tell you all about that in the quick guide menu to get set up, and it will tell you what these are for and how to use these and stuff like that. But we're going to take a closer look a little bit later on. Also we have the unit here, and we're going to go through that right now. Okay, so we have the unit here, and you can see here the actual unit is very small compared to my hand. So on the front here you can see we have this gunmetal grey look. Really do like the look of that, and the Byte3 logo here. Nice blue going through here, and that's the Azulle's colour which they use, blue, and also you got the power button here as well. Do like the look of this. You've got the infrared on the front there. Have some sort of design on the top here. And on the side we have the SD card slot, which we talked about. Up to 256 gigabytes can be used inside here, which is a lot of storage. Also we have a couple of USB ports here. One is 3.0 and also we've got the standard 2.0 I think there. I'll check the manual a little bit later on. We've got another couple of them here on the back, another 2 more USB ports, 3.0 I think, and also we've got a headphone port, and we also have along here Ethernet in case you want to use your Ethernet, and also HDMI, VGA, and also we have the DC 12 volt inlet for your power. And another great feature here, the Type-C is on here, which is a really good selling point for me because a lot of devices nowadays use Type-C, and this is the future I think, and these will be used quite a lot, so it's nice to see they've added that on there. I think that's a really good point there. And also we have the Wi-Fi antenna, which is going to give you Wi-Fi just in case you want to use Wi-Fi as well. Not sure what this is here. This is the lock, so I think you can use the lock system here. And we're just going to move around here. Got some ventilation here, very well designed, and nice build quality to it. We've got these anti-slip rubber feet here, and we'll take a look inside as well. And on the bottom here we have some ventilation here. I'm going to undo these screws in a second and we'll take a look. And that's pretty much the whole unit. So let's get into this and take a look inside and see what it looks like. Okay, so I've took the back panel off now, and you can see in here the build quality is pretty good. Now you've got the M.2 slot here, which is your storage, and you can slot something in there to get more storage internally, or you can use the SD card here, which is 256 gigabytes. So either way, you've got plenty of storage here. You can even use an external hard drive for storage and plug it into a USB port if you want to, and get that extra storage that way as well. So there's plenty of storage options on here for this tiny little mini PC. And what we're going to do here is you've got a couple of jumpers on here that you can use here. There's another jumper down there. You've got your Wi-Fi card here. Very nice. So let's put this back on, and got another SATA. Also here we have another power and SATA as well. Very nice indeed. So I'm going to put the back on here again, and we're going to power this up and take a look at it. So what you could do here is get your SSD and you slide it straight into this location here if you wanted to do that, and then line up on the bottom where the screw holes are and screw that bad boy in there. There you go. And it comes with the extra screws here, so you can screw those in by using those there and mount it this way. So if you wanted to mount something like this, and this could be a larger size, this is just an old one I had lying around, and if you didn't want to use that, you could also use the M.2 on the board as well here if you wanted to use that as well. So plenty of storage options here, plenty of other options, so it's completely upgradable to whatever you want to do with this particular type of device. So let's take a look around the system and also do some benchmarks here. So as you can see, looking in settings here, you can see we're running Windows 10 Pro on this version, 1703 the version, and also you can see the CPU there, which we talked about. Now the installed RAM is 4 gigabytes. You can have up to 8 gigabytes on this machine as well. Also what we're going to do here is go into some testing. So I'm going to do a 4K 120 megabits per second 4K Ultra HD 10-bit, as you can see here, and it's playing these really smoothly, no problems whatsoever. So if you want to do 4K streaming on Netflix or anything like that, you can do it with this particular type of box. It's a very powerful box, and you've also got the ability to play games, which I'll show you a little bit later on. But it has no trouble playing these files at all. Now I'm playing these in Windows 10 via the USB stick. And you can see here, this is another one we're going to be playing. Nice and smooth, as you can see. No problems at all, no jerkiness. No stuttering or shuttering at all from the playback. And the quality of the picture is really nice, it really is. And even if I skip here, you can see it picks up straight away. So it's got plenty of power there to deal with this. And so smooth. And I love the vibrancy of the screen and the colours here. So I'll do one more here for you. We'll do this one, Iceland. There's another 4K. Very, very smooth, as you can see. No problems at all. So it's more than a TV box really. It's a mini computer, fanless, so it's passively cooled. It cools itself. So I think it's a really decent bit of kit if you want to have this in your living room, or you just want to use it as a portable computer or anything like that, you can do. So we'll do Paris here. Another 4K video, time lapse, as you can see. Very, very smooth indeed. No problems there. And what I'll do is I'll play some games for you so you can see some games and see what they look like. So let's move on to the gaming section, and we'll do some games, and we'll see how it fares with games. So as a test, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Geekbench off and run a benchmark here. And we're going to play a game as well to see whether it can handle doing two tasks at once. And this is quite strenuous for a little mini computer. So we're going to benchmark this system. So it's going to tax the system to 100%. You can see the Intel HD Graphics 500 there. That's the actual GPU on this model. And you can see it's playing the game. No shuttering or stuttering at all from that game. And it is still benchmarking the system as well, which is pretty impressive for a little box like this. So I'll just show you here that it's still running. So I'll just play a little bit more of this, and to see what happens. This is a great game. If you've never played this game, Beach Buggy Racing, it's a really cool game, and you can even play this on Android or Windows 10. You can download this from the Windows 10 store for free. So if you haven't tried it out, give it a go. It's a really cool game. And you can see here with that running, I'll just come down to the bottom here. You can see that was benchmarking as well as playing games. Pretty impressive really. And the CPU was running at 100%. So I'll take a look at the benchmark scores here. I just want to show you the CPU here. It was taxed out because we was running the game and benchmarking at the same time. So let's just take a quick look. Now the game is closed down. We've probably got that running still at 100%. So you can see it still managed to benchmark and play that game. It's pretty impressive. So let's go ahead and get the scores for this benchmark so you can see here. Now the scores are on the single core 891, and for the multi-core we got 2605, which isn't too bad, and you can see all the stats here down below. And what I'll do is I'll do one more benchmark as well for you so you can see those scores. Let's get another benchmark score for you so you can see that. As you can see, the score is 109,351. That's pretty good. That's a really good score there. So take note, you can see other boxes as well, see what they scores they get as well. But that's a pretty high score for this sort of a mini PC. So pretty impressed with that score. Now if gaming is your thing, you can also play other games as well. This is more of a taxing game, as you can see here. And I'll also show you that it can handle World of Tanks as well. But you can see this is smooth as silk. It really is. It's just having no problems at all playing games. So you can play loads of different types of games. This is World of Tanks. Quite a big hefty game to download. Probably around about 6, 7, 8 gigabytes or something like that to download. But it's quite a big game. And you can see it handles this with no problems at all as well. So if gaming's your thing, then one of these could be for you. Now take a look here at streaming. We can stream at 4K on YouTube as well. so the quality of the picture is really nice. I'll show you the settings here in a moment, so we can go down the bottom right hand side, and you'll see that you'll be able to change this to 4K. You can also do 4K on Netflix as well, and remember this can handle 4K at 60 frames per second, which is pretty a nice stat for a little tiny mini computer. So let's go down to settings here and take a look here. You can see there you go, 4K. Now also, if Kodi is your thing, you can install Kodi yourself, add in what apps you want, whether they're third party or normal apps, and you can see the system here handles this no problem. 1920 by 1080 at 60 Hertz, Windows 10. You can see the CPU usage here on Kodi is about 29-30%, something like that, and you can see here having no problems running this whatsoever. Now I will quickly just show you a few videos via Kodi, because some people would like to play movies or videos through Kodi. Now these are coming from a USB stick. All the content that you've seen me play has come via a USB stick, and there's been no problems whatsoever. So if you had these on an hard drive or something like that on the actual unit itself, it will be a lot better and be even faster than what you're seeing right now. So let's go ahead and add my USB stick here, and we can then play some movies quickly just to show you what it looks like. So I'm just going to go into here, files, and go into capture, and then 4K Ultra HD 10-bit, and you can see it's playing that no problems whatsoever off of my USB stick plugged into the actual mini PC. So that's pretty impressive. Now if you are interested in one of these, I will leave all the information and the links in the video description where you can get your hands on one of these. I'm living in the UK, so they've shipped this over. So if you are going to get one of these, I will put the link in the video description for you. You can see I'm skipping here, no problems whatsoever. There was no shuttering or stuttering there at all when I skipped those files. I'll just do one more for you and I'm going to wrap this video up. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then hit that like button guys, it really does help me out. And also I'll be doing some more tutorials in the week, so stay tuned for those. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up. My name is Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Thanks again for watching guys, have a great weekend. Bye for now.